Nice to hear you again. How are you?
I'm fine.
And how was your day today so far? What did you do today?
I study at my main school.
Very nice. And what subject did you study? Can you please tell me?
English, science, math, and art.
Okay, and of these subjects, which one is interesting for you? Can you please tell me which one, for example, do you like?
PE.
Because why?
PE is easy to do and understand.
It's easy. Okay, and what sport, for example, you like to do on PE? When you have a PE, what sport do you like it?
Basketball because my school only has basketball court.
Basketball court. And what other, for example, what other subjects are interesting? What other sports, for example, are interesting for you? Can you please tell me what other sports, for example, do you like the most?
I like football.
Because why? Because it's
I can play football with my friend.
so you can play football with your friends. Very nice. And very good. Okay, so we are going to start with a new lesson, new material that I got here. Now let's have a look. I will share my screen just one moment. Okay, now let's see this. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we will start from here. Okay, now the first question here that we have, can you please tell me workbook number 6? Can you please tell me what can you see here in this picture? What can you see it?
I can see a satellite.
Okay, and for what do we use satellites? For example, why satellites are important for us? Why?
So satellites are important because they so we can have a large view of the Earth, so we can predict the weather.
Okay, so we can predict the weather. Very nice. Okay, and for what other things we can use satellites? Okay, so why are satellites, for example, in nowadays are so important for us? What do you think?
We can also research from the pictures that the satellite capture.
Okay, so we are searching for information. Okay, satellites are important because of the information that we have, that we receive. Now let's see. Okay, now this is interesting. Okay, so we will start from unit 1 because before we start, we have here this question. Now, can you please read the question number 1? Why?
Number one, why do we build bridge and tunnels?
So why do we build bridges and tunnels? Why do we do that?
So we build bridges so that people and vehicles can go under and to different places, and tunnels so that
Connect people.
Yeah.
Through the mountain. For example, if we have a mountain, we build a tunnel that can go through the mountain. Okay, and in your city, okay, now you will teach me something. You will tell me something about your city. Okay, near your city, do you have bridges? Do you have tunnels? Can you please tell me, introduce me your city a little bit?
So my city doesn't have much tunnels, but it has many bridges. And most bridges are built at church, so that people can go through the river.
Okay, and in what cities do we need tunnels, for example? Okay, so we need tunnels. When do we need tunnels? What do you think?
When there are many mountains.
Okay, and this is something that I don't know. This is the reason why I want to ask you. Can you please tell me about your city, okay, or your country? Okay, do you have tunnels in your country? Because I don't know if you have mountains. Can you be my geography teacher a little bit about your country?
So my country doesn't have much tunnels, but there are some tunnels at the mountain.
Okay, and what are some other ways how we can, okay, so we can use tunnels, and what else can we use? For example, if we want to travel, what vehicles can be used? Okay, we can use trains, we can use, but what other vehicles can be used? For example, if we want to avoid traveling through the tunnel,
We can go by plane.
go by plane. Very nice. Now, this is something that I want to ask you. Okay, now, why do people why do we build bridges and tunnels? I already asked you this question. Okay, so do you know any famous, for example, bridges and tunnels all around the world? Can you please tell me?
I don't know.
Okay, so you have, for example, La Manche. La Manche is the tunnel between it's in the ocean. In the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, you have, for example, England and you have a France. You have a sea between those two countries, and you have a tunnel, but it's under the sea. So they travel under the sea, and this is how we call La Manche. Okay, this is the tunnel that they have, La Manche Channel, and they, for example, they have Paris to London. They have a train. Train goes under the sea. Did you know about this?
I know about it, but I don't know its name.
La Manche. This is La Manche Channel. Okay, and we use this now. We need to match the words here. We have here this six words. Now, the first one, it's wriggle. Okay, so this is the wriggle. What is a wriggle here? Can you please tell me?
So Rico is like they move in a not I don't know how to describe it.
Wriggle, move, wriggle. You can say wriggle when the snake wriggles, when she moves. Okay, now number two. What is number two?
Number two is a sapphire.
Sapphires. It's
A kind of special rock.
Okay. And what do you know about sapphires? Do you know something about sapphires?
They are kind of expensive.
So what would you do, for example, if you have a lot of sapphires? What is something that you would like to do?
I would sell them.
And buy what? Would you buy something?
Buy yes.
For example, what would you like to buy?
Football ticket.
Okay, now we have here number three. What is number three?
The part is E.
So what can you see here?
They are starting to travel.
Depart. Okay, and what is departing here? Okay.
The part is is when they start a trip.
Okay, airplane departs, start to fly, departs. So he moves, departs, move away from the airport. Now, number four.
Strand is Um, D.
What is D?
I think um, it's a kind of um, it's a kind of um, it's kind of similar to a rope.
Okay, number 5.
Isolated as I think as B.
Okay, so what is B? What can you see here in this picture? Can you please tell me? What is something that you can see
A
here?
place that not many people go to.
So would you like, for example, to be isolated? Would you like, for example, to be on some mountain or something like this?
I think no.
No, why no? Why you don't want to be isolated?
So if we are in danger, so it's very hard to find someone to get help.
Okay, so this is isolated, and we have here number 6. What is number 6? Can you please read number 6? It's
Hazardous.
hazardous. Okay, what is hazardous?
See.
So what? Okay, so that means something that is really dangerous. Okay, so what is dangerous here in this picture? Can you please tell me what can be
They
dangerous?
are standing on a rope and try to walk.
So they try to walk. Okay, and what other sport? Okay, we call this. This is one of the ways. One of the sports. Let's say like this. Okay, so what other extreme sports are dangerous? For example, can you please tell me?
I think um mm, maybe skydiving.
And why? Why is this in your opinion?
The parachutes they may have some trouble, so the person who dives may not be able to make the parachute go out.
Okay. Now we have here circle the correct answer. Okay. Now can you please read this B? Number
My
1.
friend felt discouraged when he got a bad grade on the test.
Okay. So how do you feel, for example, if you I hope that you will not get a bad grade, but how would you feel, for example, if you get a bad grade on your test?
I feel um kind of bad and very normal.
Okay. Number 2. Can you please read?
I insisted on
Insisted. Insisted. Insisted.
insisted
Insisted. Do you
on
know what means insisted, for example? Do you know the meaning of the word insisted?
as begging someone, begging.
No, insisted. For example, we have here a sentence. I insisted on helping my grandmother. Okay, because for example, I insist if you need to do your homework, you need to do right away. So this is insisted. And this boy or girl, I insisted to help my grandmother. I told her, I want to do that. Okay, because you have heavy bags, you need to listen to me. I insist. That means insist. When you say something and you insist, okay, that you will do. For example, your parents often told you, you need to do your homework. So they insist to, to tell you that you need to do your homework. That is the meaning of the word insist. Okay. Now, let's see. Number 3.
The two men standing near the bank
Looked
suspicious, so I called the police.
suspicious. Suspicious. Okay, so okay, why, for example, why did you ever saw someone who is suspicious?
No.
No, and what would you do in this situation? Would you call the police?
I would look at them, then go away.
Because why? Because?
No, I don't care about them.
Okay, number 4. Can you please read number 4?
That look, that look, um,
Skeptical. Okay, the word is skeptical. 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 For example, skeptical means when someone believes that other person cannot do. So that looks skeptical. He cannot do. Run a kilometer in 2 minutes. Okay, so what do you think? Is this possible that you run a kilometer in 2 minutes? Is this possible? What do you think?
2 kilometers in 1 minute.
A kilometer in 2 minutes. Is this possible? What do you think? Is it possible to run a kilometer in 2 minutes?
Maybe if they are very fast.
Maybe if they are really fast. Okay, very nice. Now number 5.
Tanya's meal was um exquisite.
That means delicious or yummy. Okay, so what is, for example, Tanya's meal? What is something? Okay, let's use this term, delicious for you. What is something that you like to eat?
Ice cream.
What kind of ice cream do you like? What kind of ice cream?
Oreo.
Oil. Do you like chocolate, vanilla, fruit ice cream? Do you like some of these ice creams?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go with number 6. Can you please read number 6?
Number 6. The people of the village in labor or insisted.
Insisted. Oh, we want to. Okay, we need the bridge. We insist, like I mentioned to you, insist. I insist for example, to you to do your homework. I insist. People insisted because probably they have a problems when they are travel, so they insist. So insist to build a channel. So this is they insist to build something. Okay. Now let's have a look. Okay, so they insisted to build. Now, can you please write the correct answer here? Can you please read number 1?
You might feel discouraged when something happens.
A bad happens. Bad. Okay, the key word here is bad. Okay, so when something happens, you cannot feel discouraged. For example, when something good happened. When something good happened, you can be encouraged. Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, can you please read number 2?
If something is isolated, it is away from other things.
Okay, very nice. Number 3.
Number 3, I admire people who do kind things.
Okay, so what is something that you are admired? When do you feel admired?
When some people do good things.
Like what?
They help people.
And how would you help people? What would you do to help people?
Do something easy.
Okay. Number 4.
I'm for something that is hazardous is dangerous.
Okay, and number 5.
To depart means to leave.
Okay, very nice. Now write a sentence for each word in the box. Okay, now let's start with skeptical. Can you please make a sentence with word skeptical?
He was skeptical when his friend said that he had finished. His friend said that he had finished the project.
Finished his project. Okay. Number 2, strand.
Friend. Um. 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 I don't know how to make.
Okay, for what we can use strand, for example. Or for example, let's go with number 3. Okay, it's more, maybe it's a little bit hard. Suspicious. Can you make a sentence? Okay, let's try to find something interesting. Can you make a sentence with the word suspicious?
There are a group of people who are suspicious near the bank.
There are, okay, suspicious people. Near the bank, like this?
Yeah.
People around the bank. Okay. Number 3, admire.
Number 4.
Number 4, sorry, yes, number 4.
People who do good things are often admired by other people.
People, okay, who are often admired by other people. Okay. Very nice. Okay, number 5.
Number 5. That place is hazardous, so no one go there.
And number 6, discouraged.
Many people often feel discouraged when they get low grades.
Okay, discouraged. They got like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have here, okay, the safe way to cross the road. Read again. Think about the other purpose of writing the articles. Does the article entertain, inform, or persuade? Okay, so we have here the big article. Can you please tell me, do you want to read this text, please? Or,
Yeah.
Okay, now let's read the first part. Can you please read the first part?
How does an animal cross a road safely? The short answer is it often doesn't. Every year around the world, thousands of animals are killed or injured by cars, trucks, and trains on our busy roads and railway systems. About 60 years ago, France was the first country to build a wildlife crossing to help animals get across road safely. The French designed these structures to protect animals from the hazardous roads and traffic. Since then, many other countries have also built wildlife crossings. In fact, in the Netherlands, there are over 600 special bridges and tunnels called aqueducts.
Okay, so what do you think? How we can protect animals? What we can do to protect the animals? For example, if we want to protect some animals, what is something that we can do? How we can protect the animals?
We can make laws about animals to protect them.
Okay, and how they can we can uh, build, for example, uh, home for them, or what we can do to do that? How we can make a home
We can
for
build a little place that have many trees and still in the nature.
Okay, very nice. And how about sea animals? What we can do with sea animals?
We can um, maybe um, take the trash out of the ocean.
Okay, take the trash of the ocean. Very nice. Now we have here this part. Okay, now just one moment. Can you please read from here? Okay, to here. Okay, stop here. Okay, can you please read this text?
Aqueducts, also called bridge, are structures that engineers build over big roads and highways. They allow many different types of animals to cross safely to the other side. Cars, vans, and trucks go under the aqueducts through a tunnel, and the animals walk over the aqueduct on both the road or a highway. At Banff National Park in Alberta, Canada, park employees have labored hard to make more than 40 aqueducts. Through parts of the park might seem isolated, peaceful, and safe, there's a big danger in the park, too. It's the busy Trans-Canada Highway. Some of the aqueducts in Banff are bridges that cross over the highway.
Okay, so they allow many different types of animals to cross safely to the other side. Okay, so we have here national parks. Can you please tell me, in your country, do you have national parks in your country?
Yes.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
So,
No, sorry, not why. What national parks, what animals do you have in your national parks?
I have never visited, so I don't know.
And would you like to visit?
No.
Okay, and why no?
It would take a long time.
Okay, now we have here this part. These are called overpasses because they, okay, now let's read from here to here.
Go over a road. Others are called underpasses. These are tunnels that go under a road. Most aqueducts have soil and plant on them, which provide a good environment for wildlife and encourage animals to use the structures. Some aqueducts, including many in Canada and in Florida, are made extremely big so that black bears, deer, and the Florida panther will use them.
Okay, now what do you think about Florida? Would you like, for example, to go to Florida? Would you like to go there to see a natural beauty of Florida, natural beauty of other countries? Would you like to go there?
Yes.
And why?
I would discover new things.
What new things?
I don't know.
Okay, for example, if I want to come to your country, what is something of natural beauty that I can see in your country?
Many types of trees.
Like what? What type of the trees?
Um,
What type of the trees can I see, for example, in your country?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know name of the trees.
And how about animals? What animals are most common in your country?
Um, um, Many pets like dogs and cats.
Okay. Now, and what of these animals do you like?
I like dog.
Because why?
They all pets.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, now let's see this part. Can you please read this part for me?
But do animals really use the man-made bridge? Perhaps you are skeptical about this idea. You shouldn't be, because animals do use them. At first, animals can be a little suspicious of the crossing. Um, Experts say that some birds can take as long as 5 years to start using them. But when animals realize that the aqueducts are safe, they use them a lot. So far, since Banff National Park began to make note about the aqueducts in 1997, 11 different species of mammals have used the overpass and underpass more than 200,000 times. This includes black bears and grizzly bears, wolf, wild cats such as lynx, and large herbivores like elk, moose, and deer.
Deer. And of these animals, which one is interesting for you? Which one can be interesting?
Um, 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 Moose.
Okay, and why moose?
Um, I have never seen them.
Okay, and which animal is not so interesting for you?
I think deer.
Because why? Because
Um, I have seen them many times, so I know about them.
okay, very nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, so can you please read the final piece of the text?
Um, Aqueducts are a great way to protect wildlife from traffic. In the future, countries will be building many more of these structures around the world. But for now, thanks to aqueducts, even snakes can wriggle safely across a road.
Okay, and what do you think about this? What is your opinion about aqueducts?
They are very useful.
Okay, now they are very peaceful. Okay, and what is the author author's purpose now, and how do you know? What is the purpose of this text? What is something that we learned in this text? Can you please tell me? What is something interesting in this text? Can you please tell me?
So the paragraph mainly talks about the advantage of the aqueducts and
Okay.
how the animals use them.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
They mostly talk about the advantage.
Okay, and we have here a lot of interesting things that that are connected with these animals. Okay, so which animal for you, for example, is the most dangerous on the earth? Which animal, for example, do you think it's really dangerous?
Lions or wild animals.
And why? Why do you think so?
They may attack people when they see them.
They may attack people. Very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me what other animals, for example, can attack people? Who else can attack people?
I don't know.
Okay, so for example, which animal, in your opinion, is not so dangerous?
Cats or parrot.
Cat or parrot? And why do you think so? Why?
They don't usually. They are friendly to people.
So they can be really friendly to people. Very nice. Okay, and now let's see. I want to ask you if you can choose one animal. Okay, which animal would you like to choose? If you would like to be one animal, which animal would you like to be?
Um, I don't know.
For example, which animal is interesting for you? Let's put like this. Which animal is interesting for you?
A dolphin.
Okay, and why? Why dolphin?
They usually help people.
Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me which animal would you hate to be?
Can you repeat again?
Which animal would you hate to be? Would you hate to be?
A lion.
Lion. And why? Why lion?
They usually attack people.
Very nice. Okay, now, and can you please tell me something? Okay, so this is really nice to hear. Okay, and what animal do you like, for example, to watch on the movies?
Um, um, I don't know.
Why? Why you didn't? Okay, for example, what animal can be really dangerous?
Shark.
Because.
They mostly kill people when they see them underwater.
Okay, kill people. Now let's see. That is really nice. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, so we are having here. Okay, now this type of the lesson. Now let's continue with sharing. Now we have here. Why did the author write educates the safe way to cross the road? What do you think? Why he wrote something like this?
Because the main uses of the aqueducts is to help animals cross the road.
Okay, very nice. And we have here, okay, then write an example for each purpose. Okay, so what is something that is entertain? What can be something that is entertain? What is something that, for example, people like to use for fun? For example, what is something that you like to use for fun?
Something that is not aqueduct.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because the aqueduct is mainly used to help animals, so it's not entertain at all.
Okay, very nice. And I want to ask you, so we have here, okay, this is entertain. In your country, okay, now what, for example, festivals do you like it? What festivals are your favorite?
I don't have any favorite festival.
Okay, and for example, if I want to come to your country, what festival would you, for example, consider that is suitable for me if I want to see something that is only something that only happens in your country?
Some event at some church, and yeah.
Okay, and can you please tell me why? Why is this interesting?
Because there are some event at church that only happen in Vietnam.
Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me what else? What else can be, for example, interesting to you to see? That is interesting, that is entertaining in other countries.
Can you repeat again?
What is something that is interesting? Interesting, for example, to see for you to see in other countries.
Maybe some football stadium.
Okay, like what football stadium? What football stadium, for example, is your favorite? For example, what football
Old Trafford.
stadium? Mm-hmm,
Old Trafford.
and why?
Um, um, Old Trafford is the stadium of my favorite football team.
Manchester United.
And yeah.
Okay, very nice. That is really nice. Now let's have a look. Okay, that is really nice and really good. Now let's see what do we have. What do we have more here? Just one moment. We have here inform. Okay, so what are the ways how we can inform people? What is something how we can inform some people? What we can do to inform people?
We can advertise the product and also the pros of it.
Okay, and now let's see. We have here circle true or false. Okay, now can you
Um,
please?
One France was the first country to start building aqueducts. True.
Number two.
Aqueducts protect animals from other animals. And you go to the paragraph.
Okay, let's go up.
False.
False. Okay, number three.
I think
Only small animals. Can you please read?
also false.
Small animals like rabbits use aqueducts. Okay, what animals use aqueducts? Can you please tell me? Can you remember what animal can use aqueducts?
Bears.
Who? Can you say one more time, please?
I think bears, but I don't remember.
Bears. Okay, bears use aqueducts. Okay, and
moose.
moose, very nice. Okay, so moose and bears. Moose and bears are using aqueducts. Okay, very nice. Now let's continue with this. Now let's see. Number 4.
Some animals can, such as bears, can take up to 10 years to start using the aqueduct. Can you go to the paragraph again?
Of course.
Um, false.
Okay. Now, so far, 40 different species of mammal have used the crossing in Banff National Park. What do you think?
I don't remember.
Okay, now let's go to see. So far.
False. False.
Okay, and the last one, number 6.
True.
True. Okay, very nice. To help wildlife. How we can help wildlife? What we can do to help a wildlife?
We help them to cross the river, cross the sea, and avoid them from hazardous events.
Okay, so we have here, the article talks about 2 types of aqueducts. Write 2 sentences to explain the difference between the 2. Okay, now can you please tell me what the article talks about 2 types of aqueducts. Okay, so what can you please tell me? Give me 2 sentences about aqueducts. What do you think about aqueducts?
So one of them is help to animals cross the road, and also the other aqueduct is to avoid animals from hazardous things.
Okay, very nice. Hazardous things. Very nice. Now we have here complete the sentences. Complete each sentence with the correct word. Okay, now can you please read number 1?
Number 1. At the base of the mountain, there was a small village.
Number 2.
Number 2. If you wash that t-shirt 100 times, the color will fade.
Okay, very nice. Next one, number 3.
Number 3. The man smiled.
The old man.
The old man smiled gratefully at the girl who helped him across the road.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4. The inside of the tunnel had been
Okay, now let's fade gratefully.
Had been unseen.
Unseen, yes. Okay, they cannot see because it's dark in the tunnel, so they cannot see something. So it's unseen. Okay, just a moment. Okay, now let's go with the next one. I will write here.
Okay. The sun shone on the water in the river making it sparkle.
Okay, can you say the sun? What?
Shone on the water in the river making it sparkle.
And number 6?
The herds of deer ran across the aqueduct.
Okay, very nice. Now, let's have a look. Okay, now we have here future continuous. They'll be building a tunnel. They're going to be starting work soon. Okay, so this is affirmative. We have negative sentence. They won't be building a tunnel. They aren't going to be starting work soon. Will they be building a tunnel? Are they going to be starting work soon? And who is going to be managing this project? Okay, now can you please try to make one positive sentence, one negative sentence, and one sentence like a question in a future continuous? Can you try to do that for me, please?
Will they be building the skyscraper next week?
Okay, so this is the question. Next one.
They will be building a bridge at this time next week.
Okay, and the negative?
They won't be going to to Africa next month.
Okay, very nice. Now that is really nice. Now let's have a look. We have here future. Check the sentences that use the future continuous with will. Okay, now can you please read the sentence number 1 here?
The architect will be designing the tunnel.
Number 2.
First he is going to be drawing the plans. No.
No. Number 3.
His engineers will be drawing plans. No, it won't instead of Phil.
Number 4.
They will be inspecting the site instead. Yes.
Number 5.
The architect will be consulting the city councilors. Yes.
Number 6.
Are they going to be raising money for the project? No.
No. And number 7.
They aren't going to be raising money. They already have it. No.
No. Okay. Now we need to unscramble the sentences. Okay. Now we have here. They aren't going to be building any tunnels. Now let's go with number 2.
Will they be drawing a map of the site next week?
Will they
be drawing a map of the site next week?
Of site next week. Okay, very nice. Next one.
Their engineers will be taking for 3 months.
Will for 3 months. Okay, next one.
The bridge, the trains will be crossing the bridge.
Won't be crossing the bridge. Okay, number 5.
Cars and buses will be using the bridge.
Buses will be using the bridge. Okay, and number 6.
Number 6. People aren't going to be walking across the bridge.
Be walking across the bridge. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. We have here rewrite sentences, make negative. Okay, so Okay. Can you please read the sentence number 1?
Number 1, we won't be using the Mont Blanc tunnel on our trip.
Okay, so we have number 2. You're going to be traveling in June. Now let's make a negative sentence.
You aren't going to be traveling in June.
You in June. Okay.
Sam isn't going to be researching aqueducts.
Him isn't. Okay. Next one.
I won't be learning about bridge.
About bridges. Bridges. Okay. And the last one.
She won't be visiting the park next week.
She? Can you say she?
She won't be visiting the park next week.
Okay. Now, read and complete the questions. Okay. Now, can you please read the question number 1?
Number 1, what type of bridge will they be designing for the city? They will be designing an arch bridge for the city. 2, who is going to be managing the project? An architect is going to be managing the project. 3, where will they be putting?
Where will
They be putting?
Putting the bridge support.
Be putting.
Okay. And number 4?
When are they going to be starting? When are they?
When are they will going to work? Okay, so now, okay, so can you please tell me 3 more sentences about you using future, question, and negative sentence using the future continuous.
Future continuous. I will be going to school next week.
Negative.
I won't be studying online next week.
And the last one.
I will be playing football next week.
Okay, now we finished our lesson. Everything was perfect. You are amazing, like always. I don't know what to say. You're fantastic. You're doing a really nice job, and I'm really happy because you continue to learn English with me. Do you have any questions about today's lesson?
I don't have any question.
And what do you think about this lesson?
It's the same to the last class.
Okay, very nice. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, so now I have to go, but I definitely want to hear you next time. See you on Thursday, and I wish you a good night. Okay.
Bye bye, Susan.
Bye bye.